Welcome to another video by Pharos Technology. Today we're going to talk about how to use mail merge to create barcode labels. In my blank document, I would go to the Mailings tab here, and on the Mailings tab, I would start by starting a mail merge. So I'm going to click on Labels here, and you'll notice in this dialog box that it has chosen the label vendor to be Microsoft. In other words, Microsoft doesn't make labels, but Microsoft gives you a generic setup for a lot of different label types that exist in the Avery brands or other label maker brands. Now, if you know the particular Avery labels, you can go ahead and go down here to Avery US Letter, and you can choose the number package for the type of label that they have. So by number, it'll give you all of the pertinent information to place your text right in the proper place on those labels. The guttering and everything would be perfect for those particular labels. We're going to use the generic one for today's work. And so I'm going to click OK for 30 per page. Okay, so next I'm going to choose the recipient list. And I have an existing list of barcode numbers that I want to use in an Excel spreadsheet. I'm going to open that. It's going to be on sheet number 1, and I'm going to click OK. Now you can start seeing something happen on the screen. I have an actual list. It has at least 30 items on that list, so you see it fill out at least the first page here. And it filled in a basic item here, which is the next record for everything except the very first record. So now what I need to do is I need to build my barcode. Now, the best way to build the barcode is to open up your browser and select Merge Barcode and search for that. And your top listing is generally, no, it looks like it's down here, the third listing. What you're looking for is the Microsoft article on Merge Barcode, and it'll explain on that page the settings and the syntax for the Merge Barcode command that you're going to use to put together your barcodes. Now, notice that the syntax area here tells you that the command is merge barcode. The first field argument is the data that you're going to put in, and the second is going to be the code, what kind of a barcode you want, and then the third here is going to be the different switches. This is what it means, okay? In other words, merge barcode is your first command, the data comes next, the barcode type comes next, and then the switches come next. So it's going to look like this when you're done down here. So merge barcode, in my case, the field name that I'm going to be choosing is called SKU number. I'm going to use code 128 for the type of barcode, and then here's the switches. I'm going to tell it that the height is going to be 720. If I go to the switches, this height argument here is in what they call twips, where each twip is 1/1440th of an inch. So if I want a half-inch barcode, I want to then put 720 twips, which is half of 1440, okay? And then I'm going to tell it that I want to show the text. In other words, I'm going to show /t is showing the text that was in the SKU number. So that's what I'm going to do to build the barcode. Now, how do I do that? I go here to this field and I insert a merge field here, and the SKU number is the first thing to insert here. I'm going to insert that item here. Now, you'll notice that I'm only working in the very first label. So I'm going to set everything up in the first label. Then I'm actually going to copy it 29 more times so that it fills out the first page. Once the first page is filled out, it continues on until the entire list of barcodes is complete. So what I want to do here is you have to right-click and toggle the field codes, because you want to see the field codes so you know where to put the other commands. Okay? Now, in place of merge field, I want to put merge barcode. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to type in barcode. Now I leave SKU number there the way it is, and at the end of SKU number I want to put code 128. Now if we pull the website over here, what it does is these barcode types tells you what those kind of barcodes are. And frankly, I want to choose barcode 128. That's the one that works the best for my purpose here. So I want to put code 128. Okay, then I'm going to put a space because now what do I have next? I have my switches. So I'm going to put a height of 720 and a /T so I show the text. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to see if I've got it right. Okay. So the first thing you do is to go see that you've got it right before I go copying it 29 times. I'm going to go to merge and edit individual documents. I'm going to go ahead and say all here, and there's my barcode. If I increase the size of this so you can see it a little bit better, notice it has the barcode, and then it has AB0001. And now what I did was I created these barcodes. It's all going to be AB, and it's going to be 002, 003, 004, all the way to 110. And I've got 110 on that list in my Excel spreadsheet. So I'm going to go ahead and close this, and I'm not going to save it at this point. So what I want to do now is to go ahead and copy all of this information here and paste it after next record in all of these. Okay, so now you see that I've finished copying all the records all the way down to the bottom. And so now what I want to do is I want to do one last check. I'm going to go back to mailings here, and I'm going to check edit individual documents. And I want to look at this, and it looks like we are good here so far. Okay, and if I scroll, there's the page break, and notice it starts AB031 there. After the first 30, it's now 31, and it'll scroll all the way through to 110. Good. Now, if I were to save it in this window, in my extra window here that opens up when I want to preview it, I will be saving just this. I won't be saving these. So I would probably want to save both documents so that I could reuse this, so that I can make more barcodes. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you join us again soon. Thanks.